Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you some prediction readings for the 29th of October. But before we get started, welcome anybody new to my channel. Please feel free to comment down below, hit those like buttons, and let's get straight into it then, guys. I've got a little bit of admin. Cheers everyone, I've got a cup of tea this morning. I've already had my morning coffee. Beautiful day out here today. Oh, spring is so magic. I just love the birds, the blue sky. It's just the dogs are out here nibbling on some bits and pieces that I threw around the yard to keep them occupied. And I'm at my table, so I'm up high. They can't hopefully knock the camera over today, but it is my dogs. Remember, guys. All right, a little bit of admin. Thanks also to you guys for commenting and letting me know what's going on in your countries. We know we had the London protests on the weekend. Oh my God, it was incredible. I did say Starmageddon would probably get a shock, and he has. I think he's disappeared for a little bit because he probably didn't expect heaps of people in the UK to stand up and fight back against his regime that he's trying to bring in. Just ridiculous. Just another WEF puppet, isn't it? Working for the puppet masters. Well, it hasn't gone down so well. And I think, guys, we've got to really lock in that this is a great sign of people waking up. Absolutely zero, nothing on the mainstream media here in Australia. Nothing, not even an inkling. People wouldn't even know what's going on unless we shared it to Facebook and stuff. So keep sharing all the info, guys, and hoping it helps wake a few other people up. It's mad. How's the mainstream media controlling of the narrative? The other thing I just need to mention here is we've got an inquiry starting, apparently, about Qantas, which is the airlines here in Australia that I always tell you about, and that not a good mate of mine, Alan Joyce, I always talk about, who was the big CEO of Qantas. He's left now. He got his massive payouts. You know, I talk about him all the time. But apparently he was giving upgrades to all the politicians. So they were constantly going, if they were going anywhere, just with their family or their whatever, wife or whatever, they could get upgraded. They just rang Alan and he'd upgrade them from economy to first class. Apparently it happened all the time with heaps of politicians. What a surprise, not. So not seeing anything coming from that, of course, but Elbows has took advantage of it, I'm sure. How's there just the hypocrisy of it all, guys? It's unbelievable, isn't it? But oh yes, big inquiry, but of course, as we know here, nothing will come of it, like I just said. The other thing I need to talk about here is the American voting. Oh my God, it just goes on. What a complete circus show of entertainment. Talk about Clown Show 2.0. This is crazy. We've got the Kamala show, we've got the Trump show. They're as bad as each other. It's not much of a choice over there for you in America. But we've got, is it Hulk Hogan? The fighting, you know, I'm sure it's, what's his name? Isn't it Hulk Hogan? And then we've got Elon Musk jumping on board as well, which is a bit of a worry since he's the one kind of leading the transhumanism race. They're talking up Trump and all of these rallies. It's just, yeah, it never goes on. And did you see when Trump was saying, Kamala, you're fired, meaning, like, I think when he was doing that, what's that show where he was the boss or something? What did they call that show? Sorry, I can't remember it now. It's been so long ago that Trump did it. And you're fired. So he's saying, Kamala, you're fired. Just like his old show that he was, I can't remember what the show was called. Sorry, guys. I do know it. I've just gone blank. The other thing is here on the news this morning. Oh, what a surprise. Another lithium battery fire. House went up. Luckily, the people got out at like 2 a.m. It started in the garage. So I'm guessing either EV car, maybe Tesla. We don't know. EV scooter, bike, one of the two. Probably a bike or scooter, I'd say. And I'm guessing that these fireys are getting sick of having to deal with these fires because they're not easy to put out, because they just get hotter and hotter, and as we know, the lithium cells just keep exploding like fireworks. So that's what's happening here. I'm surprised they put it on the news, but maybe they're trying to warn people. I don't know. It's just weird, isn't it, guys? And they're only the ones we're hearing about, of course. They had this morning another well, now that you've got Chrissy in Queensland here, we've had the vote on the weekend, and Stephen Miles is out, who is one of the Labor ministers for Albanese, which is a good sign people are waking up in Queensland here in Australia. They had a citizen's arrest of these youth crime is huge in Queensland. It's pretty big all over the world, really, globally, but it's very bad on the Gold Coast here in Australia. And they had a citizen's arrest of these two young kids. They were 15 and 16, and it was like not a home invasion. They actually stole a car, and the car had tracking on it, so the owner could find the car. But when they were arrested, I'm not joking, they had machetes on them like this big. This is the madness of the world, isn't it? They're not little knives like pocket knives or something like that. These are machetes. Honestly, the one the police were holding was like this big. Like, what? How intimidating and threatening is that for people if they're coming into people's homes and holding something like that? It's unreal. So let's hope Christopher does something about the youth crime in Queensland. Watch this space, guys. All right, I'll need a bit of refreshment. Hang on. You probably see the dogs wandering around at some stage. Sprocket's still looking for food. You know how obsessed he is. All right, let's close my eyes. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, they're giving me, for some reason, that Beatles song. I'm getting Paul McCartney singing that. Actually, I think it's Wings, wasn't it, that sang, Band on the run, band on the run, Sailor Sam and Major Sam, searching everyone for the band on the run. I'm just getting that song. I don't know what the words of that song are, but I am getting that to start this reading with. Hang on a minute. Oh, and they're kind of saying Beatles, London, UK. There's that connection there. Hang on a minute. Oh, and now they're giving me that song. You know we need a revolution. Whoa, because we want to change the world. Go UK. This is so good. So now we're getting that song, which is a good thing. You want to change the world, guys. That's Sprocket having a drink right behind me somewhere there. Oh, you can just see him. There he is, having a drink. Revolution. That's what's starting to happen in the UK. Oh, fingers, it just filters out everywhere else. But we need people to see it because it's not being shown around the globe. So keep sharing little videos and posts, guys. So I'm getting that song, Revolution. Starmageddon won't know what's hit him, guys. It's so awesome. All right. And I'm getting now that song. It's music today. We will rock you. That's by Queen, isn't it? Queen. We will. I think you sang that at Ottawa protest, didn't you? Did you? I'm not sure. But I am getting that. This energy of the awakening is going to just rock these global elites. They think they can just, like I say, come in and just steamroller and walk over everybody, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, it might happen in Australia because, like I tell you, a bunch of gutless wonders. No one does absolutely anything. My hubby and I were talking this morning about the cost of insurance, house insurance, and how it's gone through the roof. It's like getting unaffordable to insure your home. I can imagine out there's so many people that don't insure their homes now just purely because they can't afford to, which is so tragic if something goes wrong because you can never replace that, can you? But it's getting dearer and dearer. I know this is a global thing. You guys will be feeling it too. So I'm getting that song, We Will Rock You. So there's this shaking, this rocking of the boat, the shaking. And a lot of these, someone was calling them on my channel global deletes, I think it was the other day. What a great term instead of global elites. The global deletes. We wish we could delete them. They're getting shaken off their course. Little people's vibration is growing. Oh, you imagine how much it's growing in the UK. It'd be just filtering out. I reckon your protests are going to get bigger and bigger and keep expanding. It's so good. People are waking up. The stuff he's dishing out over there, don't even get me started. People must be infuriated in the UK. All right, let's keep going. For some reason I'm getting, what's with the music today? I'm getting the song Wild Horses. Wild horses won't take me away. This is about the country folk. Wild, wild horses. Not sure what the words are in that song. Don't take me away. Wild horses. Oh, I'm feeling, and this, I'm getting America for some reason, like that kind of, well, I'm sort of getting that semi-Yellowstone kind of image. If you've seen Yellowstone on Netflix, that kind of real country image is what I'm getting. But it's in America, and I'm getting, they're starting to tax, I think, the farmers, the cattle ranchers. I'm just getting this kind of thing. I feel like the country folk are starting to get really hit in America with, well, it's the taxes, it's the renewables, it's the energy saving, it's play your part and improve your soil. We know how it goes. All this stupid nonsense crap they're making up. We know they're making it up. And I'm getting that for the country areas in America. They're starting to get hit with things as well. Because it was the cities for a long time, but now it's starting to filter out into the more rural country areas in America. This cost of living is really starting to take a toll on them. And I am getting a lot of, I guess because of the weather, farmer suicides and things like this, where farmers are getting more and more in debt and having to borrow back from the bank. Things are getting pretty dire, and this is in America. I'm sure it's probably global, but I am specifically getting America. Country folk are really struggling in America. They need change. See, their issues aren't the immigrants and all this kind of thing. It would be cost of living, but it's all the other things that they're being forced to do, like the renewable, changing the number of cattle, head of cattle that they have, or the sheep they have, like this kind of thing, where there's a lot more control being pushed onto, well, it might not have happened yet. Let's hope it doesn't happen, but it started to happen under this Biden government. Oh, there's my daughter's magpie. I'm going to show you Chungus. He's visiting. Here he is. He's walking around. Can you see him? I hope you can see him. Can you just see him? He's in the shadow of the umbrella at the moment. Hi, Chungus. He's gone behind the seat. If he comes around, I'll show you again. He's so cute. We feed him a little bit of bacon and mince. He's getting a bit fussy these days, though, but he's a beautiful bird. He sits on the railing and calls my daughter in the morning and goes... He's the one I was telling you about. Hey, Chungus. I haven't got any food to give him. Oh, here he is. I'll show you. Hello, Chungus. There he is on the seat. Hello, Chungus. I'll give you a close-up. Hi, Chungus. Hello, darling. Chungus. Hello. He gets a bit nervous of the dogs, naturally. Isn't he beautiful? I hope you can see him, guys. Chungus. Hello, darling. There he goes. Oh, sorry, guys. I make you dizzy when I do that. Hello, it's all right. Oh, Sprocket getting jealous. Of course he is. All right, let's keep going. Enough of the interruptions with the birds and the animals. All right, you can hear him whistling. He's a beautiful bird. He's very friendly. He must have been fed since he was little. All right. Yeah, they're showing me a washer being squeezed, you know, like squeezing out a wet towel or a wet washer. People are being squeezed now to the last, what would you say, the last bit of finance that they have. This is a global squeeze now. The squeeze is on. The government's squeezing every cent out of people, and money's drying up. This is what I'm getting. That people's lives are becoming like desolate, like a desert. It's like we're all, it's like, looking for water in the desert. This is the little people, peasants, and the people looking for water in the desert. But all we're seeing is a mirage, like an illusion. It's not real. We think there's water on the horizon and hope, but it's not real. It's just fake from the government that they're going to do all these things. Well, we know Elbow's very fake and lies all the time about how he's going to give everyone money to save on their electricity. Never happened. Lie after lie after lie. We know they're all the same. They're all liars. I don't know why. And I talked to my hubby the other day about it. And I said to him, everyone, like, apart from us awake people here on this channel, knows that these politicians lie through their backsides. But when the picky wheel was on, they all trusted them. Put their hands in the science and all the important VIP politicians, but they lie. So why wouldn't you think they could be lying about that? Just a question I have a lot. So this is what I'm getting. The squeeze is on, and it's like the mirage. People are looking out in the desert, but it's all a mirage. But see, we know on this channel that it's all a big fake mirage, an illusion. We know there's nothing good on the horizon for the little people, peasants and Lego people. What is good in this global agenda that they're trying to roll out? There's nothing good for the little people in it, except losing our identity, any control we have of our own freedom, although we have stepped aside a lot of us. He sings so beautifully, doesn't he, Chungus? It's a funny name, Chungus, isn't it? So I am getting that people are disillusioned. Not us, not if you're here on this channel. We see the reality of where it's all headed and going, but a lot of people are being squeezed right out now. Things are drying up, their finances are drying up, the works. Sorry guys, there's a bit of noise going on in the background. Things are all drying up for people now. The work's drying up. We know that's happening. Small businesses drying up. Shops are disappearing every day. That's happening globally. It's certainly happening in my small town. And people are struggling. But it's all an illusion of where they're headed. They're not really seeing the truth. See, we know on this channel that when you think of a dry desert landscape, it's just more sand and wind and nothingness. But a lot of people still think and have hope that, there's the water and the palm trees and that illusion of the mirage of the water and all that. That's what you call it, isn't it? It's a mirage on the horizon. But it's all trickery. Smoke and mirrors, we know it is. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting it. Oh, what's with the music today? London calling to the rest of the world. By The Clash. We're getting it again. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. London's trying to vibrate and emit an energy that causes the rest of the world to fight back and stand up. Oh, how's that Starmageddon? He's just the worst. He's just such a tyrant. So I'm getting that song again. It's so inspiring. Go listen to that song. I love it. Let's listen to the words of it. London's calling to the rest of the world. Oh, I love it. All right, let's keep going. I'm just so thrilled about that huge protest, guys. I mean, we've been talking about these protests are going to be in the UK for so long. And when it happens, it's just, I know for you guys too, and I get excited too, of course. But for you guys too, to see this happening, finally the awakening is starting to happen. People are turning. The fact that people turned on the Labor government here in Queensland in Australia is brilliant. That's a sign they've had a gutful. And London, tens of thousands of people marching. Oh my God, that is just a great indication of, and it probably wasn't you guys marching. We've done our marching. We did our marching years ago, about 4 years ago. We all did that with the Ottawa, Canada protests. So this is what I'm getting. It's just so brilliant. London calling to the rest of the world. I love it. All right. Yeah, I am getting it. I'm getting about the diet, and I keep getting fish. I actually had some fish and chips the other night. I actually bought some hokey fish, and it was so yummy. I had lemon and some tartare sauce with it. Fish is becoming more popular on the menu. There's definitely, we know they're trying to outprice us with steak and beef and all these kind of red meats and things, because that's their ultimate goal and plan, to reduce everything and help the environment from the cow burps and cow farts. Oh my God, what a load of garbage. I always think of bloody Jacinda when I hear that. I just remember when she was talking about it all the time in New Zealand. But I am getting this, that fish is still going to become bigger on the menu. Fish and seafoods and other options, which I don't mind, to be quite honest. I don't mind it. But I am getting it because it's a cheaper option. See, it's this cheaper option. I mean, people will still eat lots of chicken, but I do see fish is on the rise. Fish is on the rise. It's affordable. It's affordable, depending what you buy. Obviously not lobster and some of these things. They can be quite dear. You got to pay by the gram if you go to a restaurant and that. It's absolutely crazy. I think we'd eat more of those things, only they're so expensive. So I am seeing like basic fish, and that is becoming more popular in our diets. It's sort of, well, in a weird way, being pushed upon us. But I think if we have options where we're going to have I'm still not seeing the lab-based, plant-based fake food, rubber food. taking off. It's still not taking off at my supermarket. How's it going at your supermarkets, guys? Let me know down below. But the no one's buying it. It's always on sale. Every time I go to the supermarket, it's always on sale. They make out it's like all good for vegans now, but I don't think the vegans are even buying it, or the vegetarians, are they? Because it looks so repulsive and unappetising. Let's see if there's one more thing, guys, and I'll pull some cards. Oh yeah, Europe's rising. We've been getting these waves of awakening across Europe, and now I'm just getting Europe's rising. You're going to have protests in Europe, across Europe, different parts, but I do feel people coming together, fighting back against the government. They're not going to take it. They're not going to take it either. I'm getting that song now. Europe's not going to take it. Europe's not going to take it. I'm getting that now. So we know you're going to have protests. So these protests, it's happening, guys. Oh, it's so good. Let's pull some cards, guys, because we need to know what's going on in the world, don't we? And we need the guidance. Like, we get guided to sit back and just allow things to happen, which is pretty much what we're getting better at doing. Hence, out here in nature and doing our own things, minding our own business. Still sharing bits of information, which is certainly not going to hurt. Like I say to you, we've been in this journey for some reason. We're part of the process of the awakening as sensitive souls, psychics, intuitives. We've been given that task, I believe. We get star seeds and different things as well. But I feel like it's been part of our journey is to help guide and steer the ship of the awakening process. 6 of Cups. Oh, look at that. Giving flowers to the little one. Isn't that beautiful? 6 of Cups. All the cups are full. And if I think of the flowers there, I think of new life, new energy, new growth. It's beautiful. And nature, of course, because nature is healing, as we know here on this channel. That's a beautiful card. And it's almost like handing something to the youth, handing perhaps our knowledge, and also handing, there I see the knowledge of nature and how it heals, and sharing that knowledge as well. And when I see the ears down, because we always talk about the antenna being up, it's like we're starting to relax a little bit now, and we're not so having to take everything in. We have moments where we can just relax now. Oh, it's so good, isn't it, guys? Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's see what we get. Queen of the Moonie. Oh. How's the birds today? Unbelievable. How's Chungus paying a visit? Wasn't that great? Got to see my daughter's magpie. Oh, pleasure. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All the butterflies and things, and that releasing of the chest. To me, that's the energy coming out of you. Look at the energy like expanse here. It's like an explosion of energy. So, and pleasure to me is about happiness, finding joy. Look at all the butterflies. I'll give you a close up. Look at all the butterflies emerging. And I think, to be honest, that gives us pleasure. Knowing that people are waking up, like the protests in London, it gives us great pleasure. Because for 4 years, it was as slow as a snail, and we just really didn't think people would wake up. Let's get an affirmation to make sure we're on track, guys. It's like a lotus almost. Empower. There's space for you, there's space for me, there's space for all. Let us empower each other. Very true. It's not hard to do. And you do that with energy and words and kind thoughts. We don't have to put people down. And we're not the kind of people that also go, oh, you idiots, why didn't you see all this? And why didn't you wake up early so we didn't have to go through all this garbage? We don't have to do that now. We just have to keep empowering people. When people wake up or say things to you, just go, yeah, I reckon you're right. I reckon that's happening. Just be positive. Keep encouraging them to keep opening up. We don't want to shut them down again so that they retreat and go back into some sort of mass psychosis, although most of them are still really in that for the picky world, guys. But like I say, they're waking to everything else because they can't afford to live, and then they didn't choose the life. Like, they're being dictated to. We know that's what's going on. Dictatorship is coming everyone's way unless they shake it up and do something about it. And I'm getting that song, shake it up, ooh ooh, shake it up. What is it? You dance all night, ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know what the song is. Let me see if there's one more thing to finish off with, guys. Oh, they're just giving us a message that we've got this, stay strong. Well, they're saying party hard, but our partying is just staying in our own energy and power is kind of what they're meaning, and stay in your truth. And we're being divinely guided. Just allow things to happen, allow things to, more information to come to you, be receptive of things, be kindly, be soft towards other people. Hang on a minute. Give me that song by, is it David Bowie? Changing to make the changing. I'm gonna be a better man. And I think that's what the thing is with the awakening. You got to make sure you're a better man, woman, whatever you are. You've got to really keep improving all the time. Don't stay stagnant. Keep growing, keep evolving, and keep being that better version of yourself. Because it brings more positive experiences into your life too. I mean, we don't want to be around like mean, nasty people, or people who attack us for being ourselves. We have to make sure that we're still cutting ties with any dead wood. Don't drag dead wood along with you. Cut the ties with it, because it just weighs you down. So that's the message I'm going to leave you with today. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'll say goodbye from me and the doggos. I've got one down here. There's one. Sprocket. He's asleep. And the other one is in the dirt. There's Sophie. I hope you can see her. Sophie. In the dirt again. Loves the dirt. I hope you can see her there. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day. Like the thing said, keep empowering people, and most of all, keep empowering yourself. It's that exchange of energy, isn't it? If you can help empower other people and make them feel stronger, you always feel better inside as well. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget, like buttons, comment, and please consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.